Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is July 9, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, we just got a doji bar here, kind of like with a higher shadow on S&P 500 daily chart. So we just got into the high was 55.91. So 5600 just right around the corner. We didn't touch it. We may touch it tomorrow. Especially this weekend next, I should say, folks, is going to be kind of like the top information for the market. As I said, the upside target from now is very, very limited, and even any upside move to 5,600 and above could be kind of like the scenario that we can get into the top, and we can just book some profit off the table, and we are just getting ready for kind of like a very deeper correction to the downside. If we just see the same scenario just happened last year as well. So last year we just got into the top in July 31st. So the entire month of July, we were having like a choppy, especially at beginning of July, then rally, then consolidation. It didn't go after July 19 to anything else. And then we are just getting to multi-months, I should say 3 months correction all the way down to October 27, which was kind of like I should say, 3 complete months to the downside. I believe we are going to see the same scenario here with different wave patterns, obviously, but the cycle-wise, we are just getting into July top. And my top information is going to be July 8th to July 21st. So I believe that between this period, we should see some kind of like a top information in the market. The top can be here. We can go to consolidation and then go down, or we can just getting early to the down, or even just a very small upside, then getting down. But I believe that the upside target is going to be very limited. Everyone needs to be careful. And I'm kind of like a scaling out for the first time, actually, I should say, I'm scaling out this amount. Even I'm hedging myself. So myself, my subscribers, we are just getting hedging ourselves as well. So I'm going to just send out some reports and some charts to my Safi Telegram channel. So which is going to be Safi Financial Network, exactly the same name as we have in the background, just in Telegram platform. Make sure you use that one because it's free for everyone, and you can just take benefit of those analyses as well. Market stochastic wise, we are just getting into oversold condition. Very, very interesting scenario. We are seeing like a higher high in the stock, but lower high in MACD. So whenever we see this type of divergence, especially 3 divergence in a row, we should just be careful. Also, RSI, we are just getting at a very, very extreme level, which just happened in December time. So whenever we get into this extreme level of kind of like a July as well, so after that, we just got into a sell-off to oversold condition. So right now we are at a very extreme overbought. It doesn't mean that overbought is going to be a sell signal. Overbought can stay there for a long time. But when we get into extreme level of overbought, and when we are getting to extreme level of the timing perspective, technical patterns, everything is coming together at the same time that we are kind of like at the same scenario that we see some kind of like a correction. If you're even following wave pattern, wave 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and we are at wave 5. And wave 5, usually we are going to 3-wave corrective move to the downside. That's going to be kind of like the scenario that we are seeing. So if we get into this level, which I believe even we can go lower to this level, that would be kind of like an awesome potential buying opportunity in October, just before the election. I'm just looking for that one. Moving on to Nasdaq, which kind of like another doji bar today. So Nasdaq just got into doji bar. Let me just so I just keep these boxes here. I believe that we are kind of like a very, very important, significant top here for Nasdaq. Again, July 8th to July 21st. This is the area that we are looking for. And this box, we can see some kind of like a pullback to the downside. And if we get even to the downside, we are kind of like, even if we get to 18,500, still we are within a bull trend. However, we can see some kind of like a more downside to this area. But right now, even if we get to this level, we are still in a bull trend. So there is nothing wrong with the chart. Even if you go to stochastic, we are at very, very oversold condition, overbought, sorry. And MACD is giving us a triple divergence here. RSI is confirming as well. So when we are getting to the higher high, like this entire rally, we are seeing a MACD kind of like a divergence, RSI just showing between these two tops. So whenever we get a divergence, at least correction is going to be a very feasible scenario for a market. Stochastic is in overbought condition. And also, I just want to show you something pretty interesting. So let me just bring a chart here because actually I will show it later. I will show it later. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Dow is kind of like a choppy consolidation. It doesn't go anywhere. We are seeing kind of like a 1-day green, 1-day red, as you see here, green, red, red, green, red. So it's just that every other day market is going to the other direction. But all in all, this is very, very doji, exhaustive move for Dow Jones. Dow doesn't go anywhere, while S&P and Nasdaq hit new all-time high. Dow doesn't go anywhere. So this is kind of like a weird, but I believe that Dow is going to just perform better, at least for next days, just because a sector is rotating to financials and healthcare, especially today, money flowing into healthcare names, and we will see some names actually are just taking benefit out of that. Moving on to gold. Gold is just uptick today, just a $4 up and nothing spectacular. But as I said, gold potentially consolidating for a last surge to the upside. So 2490 or 2500, I should say that's going to be it. If it's not the top is going to be here. Then we can see some kind of like a sell-off. That is going to be the ideal scenario. Some people are saying it can go roll over here. Yeah, sure. So, but I believe that gold is just getting ready for another rally. Potentially then a sell-off is coming after that while the other markets are kind of like going down. Moving on to silver, which has a positive day as well. So it's just $3. Silver is forming nice bullish consolidation here after this breakout. So I believe silver can go higher. That's going to be the extreme level, 34 to $35, but 32.90, that's going to be the scenario that I'm just looking at for silver right now. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to crude, which had another negative day. Crude just find intermediate support here. This is the first leg down. We just got into this last demand area, very fresh. SMA 20 is coming to the play as well. So we may see a bounce. And this is going to be just a bounce, forming a nice head and shoulder here. If it goes down, then we can see kind of like a retesting this low, or even it's getting lower as well. So crude in July, just check out the history. It's going to be the worst months within a year for crude. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin just goes up today. As I said yesterday, Bit can go higher to this supply area, and that's going to be important test. 60 to 62K is going to be very, very important. If it takes out this, then it can tackle to 70. But I believe that this is going to be lots of orders here. Bit is going to rally to here. And then let me just clean this up. This is the foreseeable scenario that I'm looking at. Bit can rally to this area, just pick up the orders, sell orders, and then roll over to the downside to here, 48 to 52 minimum target. So that's going to be the potential scenario. However, this demand is very strong. Hold up nicely right now. We just tested this just right above it. So it can have rally to here as well. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum 47 dollar up today, and just going up within this wide range bar. Ethereum $3.10. Sorry, 3,100 is right now. Bond yield after a Powell speech today, it's just very confusing. So everyone expecting Powell gives us some framework about the potential rate cut. He then gave us a clear message. He was saying exactly the same thing. We are data independent. Data dependent, and we are going to make a decision. if data shows us that we're going to just cut the rate. Right now, we are not at that stage, but that stage is coming. When? He didn't mention. So that's why bond yield didn't have a move. Like basically, it's just a choppy. I believe that this is a bear flag for a next move down. As well. A Treasury, the same scenario. So Treasury was confused as well. So exactly, should I go up? Should I go down? It didn't give anything. A VIX just uptick today at 1%, still forming the bottom here for a nice spike to the upside. I should say 16, 17 could be kind of like the scenario that the VIX that can go all the way up to here to this area to 17, 17 and a half. So that would be kind of like the scenario that we can see. Dixie, uh, 11 cents up today, not a bad session. Microsoft, a $5.16 down. Microsoft goes down. Rollover. Apple hit new all-time high today, 228. This is kind of like the last phase of rally. I believe Apple can go all the way down sub 200. Not now. When we get a sell-off from market, Apple will go down as well. Amazon 5 cents up. This is kind of like an ending diagonal is forming. Meta, 68 cents up today. Still a weak pattern here. It's just forming the top. Microsoft rolled over already, so it's kind of like a confirmation after yesterday doji. And if it goes below these two pivots, I believe that Microsoft can go down. We can see lower prices coming. 432, 436. It's going to be a minimum, and then we can see a bounce. And potentially Microsoft can retest this bottom here in October time, not now. September, October, we can see Microsoft here even lower. Google, just coming down today, 5 cents, nothing spectacular. Netflix, doji bar, nothing spectacular. Tesla, higher today. So I believe Tesla is forming the final top here before a pullback. So we should see when this momentum is losing its energy, it can just roll over very fast. So Tesla is just going up parabolically to the upside. It can go higher. It has a history that Tesla can go higher and disappoint every burst. But when it goes bad, it goes very, very bad. So this is kind of like the parabolic move previously. And right now we are seeing the same scenario here. Moving on to SMH, which is semiconductor index. This one 60 cents up just because NVIDIA. Stocks going down here, different portfolio, new all-time high hit, but a very strong divergence between these two tops. Taiwan Semiconductor goes down, AMD goes down today, Doji Bar. NVIDIA was up, but again, not a strong pattern. I believe that NVIDIA within this wide range bar, it can go lower. So we just need to see NVIDIA roll over, then it rolls over. We can just get on board. Short position is going to be very, very interesting. Very nice M pattern here. If it goes below this pivot, it can just initiate a sell-off 80, 88 to 96 potentially is coming. And moving on to Texas Instruments, just the sell-off today, $1.31 down. Texas is getting into this important wide range bar pivot here, so it can go down as well. Lamb Research, $10.94 up and new all-time high. Good for Lamb Research. Financials, they do well today. So XLF 32 cents up, KBE 75 cents up. So this is kind of like a bull flag. We can trigger to the upside, potentially new all-time high. If it goes above this, sorry, not new all-time high. If we go above this multi-months consolidation, we can break out nicely. KRE, the same pattern here. It's kind of like a bull flag. I believe financials can go higher. This is a drop. This is a fall off the cliff, and we can get back to this top easily with KRE after this consolidation breakout nicely. So right now we are at a final stage of the breakout. If you just see these two, so there are some, here is, so let me see, here is the pivot or trend line that we can see. If we go above this previous pivot, we can see a breakout nicely to the upside. JP Morgan nicely goes up today, although higher shadow, just a bogging here, but this is a nice pattern. So the pattern is bullish, so we will see. Goldman Sachs, $8.01 up. And here is Bank of America, just 80 cents up, new all-time high. Wells Fargo, 87 cents up. Good bull flag here, so we can get back to the bullish momentum. GDX, gold miners, a 1 cent up. GDXJ, 3 cents down. They all forming a bullish consolidation here. Not a bad pattern. AEM, 27 cents up. Newmont, 24 cents down here. Franco-Nevada, 8 cents down, still bullish consolidation. I believe Franco-Nevada can test this high or even higher. 134, 136, that could be kind of like the potential scenario. Gold Barrick, 6 cents up today, not a bad session at all. Moving on to energy, which is going down. Energy, just the XLE, as I said, energy is just getting back to kind of like a bearish momentum. We can go to lower low. However, we found a support here in crude, so we may see a bounce, but this bounce is going to be short-lived. It can go down here to test this lower part. 84 to 85 is coming, especially getting to this area. This is a nice demand area. Just forget about this channel. This is a nice demand area that we can see XLE is back testing this. Moving on to, let me clean it up. Moving on to XOP, which is oil and gas exploration ETF, that goes down $1.31 down. OHF, $4.73 down. Exxon, $1.24 down today. And also Chevron, $1.35 down. So doji bar here, potentially we can see a support, but all, I should say, they can just have a bounce, short-lived, and then getting back to its bullish or to their bullish momentum. All right, the last chart that I want to show, this is very, very interesting. Make sure watch this, is this bar. So this chart tells me this is market breadth. And this is the average of S&P 500 stocks trading above 200 moving average. As you see here, market is hitting new all-time high, but the stocks are getting above 200 moving average. It's getting lower and lower. And this pattern is very bearish. We don't get higher high, we just get a lower high. And also testing this important demand area. So if we break below 58 to 62, I should say this is gonna just a free fall all the way to 36 to 40, which happened in July 2023. So we just get into this area. We are just going all the way down here. Look at that. This is a very, very important level, but we just got all the way to 24.28. And if we just bring S&P 500 chart here, so if we just bring S&P 500 chart, you will see that. So whenever this one gets into the bearish momentum, it is kind of like a leading indicator that we are kind of like a topped. And this is the orange line. So let me just change the color here to show you better. I don't know if I can change it. Yes. All right. Okay, never mind. I know how to visual orders. So this is going to be interesting. I will figure it out late next time and I will let you know. But this orange line is S&P 500 and right now we are at new all-time high. However, breadth is coming down as well. So whenever breadth is coming, usually market is going down as well. But breadth is down, this time market is going higher. This is an interesting divergence which can end very, very badly to the downside. So I believe that breadth is going to break through this area and we are just getting into these two zones. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to the next stop, which is a goodbye. So I just finished today and I will let you guys go. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. See you tomorrow with a daily analysis. Bye-bye.